Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to Murderous Minds. I hope you are all well. I'm currently working on several Kylie videos at the moment, but I keep going back to the image of her sleeping in the back of the CRV that they labelled Sleepy. It doesn't look right to me at all. And my daughter came round the other day and I showed her and I said, "What do you think of this, hon?" And she says, "Oh, isn't she pretty, Mum? Why have they photoshopped clothes on her, though?" I think she's right. So I looked at the picture again and again, and I kept zooming in and zooming out. And the more I looked, the more I saw that concerned me. And then I was watching Squirrels on Fire's video the other day, where Shanda shared this video where a lady called Jen from North California had called into a show about missing Kylie. And she said that she'd been following the case locally and that the pictures and videos of Kylie in that long black, rather grown-up dress, that Jagger had taken them and that they were actually Kylie's graduation pictures, but that they were taken earlier on in the day on the 5th of August when they had the party on the night, didn't they? I have this horrible gut feeling, though, that Kylie's not sleeping in this photo, but that she may have already passed away. I know that's an awful thing to say, and I'm sorry, but it just doesn't look right. And the more that I look at it, the more I start to think that the shirt and the white scarf or rag, they're photoshopped onto her, and that Kylie may have actually been wearing the dress still in those pictures. I say this because around her mid-tummy waist area, where her shirt doesn't quite cover all of her tummy, and her waist area, you can see black clothing underneath it. It could be a black bodysuit, but it could also possibly be that dress that she'd been wearing when Jagger took those pictures of her and made that video of her when he said how Kylie hadn't known that he was filming her and blah, 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 because he would need it for the memories. Yeah. I also noticed as well that in those pictures and footage, Kylie, she seems a bit tipsy and merry. But who got her tipsy? Because Kylie wasn't old enough to get served for alcohol, and this is pre-party. This is before the party. And the only person I can see her with prior to the party, if this Jen's to be believed, is Mr. Westfall. He seems to be the only other person with Kylie. And if that really is the case, and this was on the 5th of August, then that would actually make the last picture taken of Kylie alive to have been taken by him. And the last video with Kylie alive to also have been taken by him, but without her knowledge or consent. The last real pictures and footage of Kylie seen alive. This also, if you think about it, means that a certain young man was the last person to have seen Kylie alive, the only person who, if we're to believe what's said, we would now know was actually with Kylie that day or night. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the last person to see or speak to the victim usually the first suspect? But Jagger was cleared, wasn't he? So he couldn't have done nothing wrong. Not lovely, Jagger. Nah. Anyway, Jagger posted that video of himself and Kylie that he'd taken he posted it on the 21st of August, which was he posted it on the evening, whereas Kylie's vehicle and possibly her remains were located in the day. So it was the same sort of day. And he captioned it saying, Kylie, sorry, Kylie, I took this video without telling you. I knew that I needed to save that moment of holding you close at sunset. I'm going to live the way you would want me to live from here on out. I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to take care of your friends. I'm going to take care of your family. I'm going to help anybody who needs it. I know that's what you would want me to do. I love you so much, my beautiful angel. I'm not giving up on you. Hashtag LLK, dove emoji, broken heart emoji. He also shared that picture of the crudely written tattoo on his arm saying, "Stay alive for me." That confused me a bit as well, because what could he have possibly meant by "stay alive for me"? Was Kylie still alive somewhere and the remains found really were not Kylie's? Or does this kid just have a really warped way with words? Anyway, back to the sleep image. The shirt and that white scarf or rag that's tucked underneath Kylie's neck and then falls down her torso, to me appeared to be photoshopped onto her to make it appear that Kylie is wearing those particular clothes. But then I looked at it closer and zoomed in, as I'd said, and the shirt, it's a little see-through, and you can see where it covers the side of Kylie's head and face, and they're slightly visible through the shirt. And we know that from other pictures of Kylie wearing her checkered shirt that the material isn't sheer, it's not see-through, it's actually quite a good quality checkered shirt by all appearances. So if Kylie is wearing her shirt in this picture, we wouldn't be able to see through it. We wouldn't be able to see the side of her head and whatnot through it at all, because it wouldn't be see-through. The outline to this shirt also looks blurry, and it doesn't look right around her chin and her neck. It's sort of like bunched up in that area, like there's extra fabric there. And whatever that white thing is, whether it's a scarf or a rag, that is also visible through her shirt too, where it slightly overlaps it. That scarf, we'll call it a scarf because I'm sick of saying white thing. It looks like it's been photoshopped on to hide the side of her neck. The other side of her neck's being hidden by this shirt, and this side is then hidden by this white thing, which then drapes down the front of her body. That doesn't look right either, because surely that wouldn't just stay like that, it would drop down as well. And her arms, the way that they're up above her head, if she was, I don't know how to say it, with her sleeping, as her body relaxes into sleep, wouldn't the top arm most likely sort of like drop down across the front of her face, unless her arms are being restrained above her head? Maybe, possibly, allegedly, according to my opinion. Then there's those strange bruise-like areas on her face, bluey-green across the bridge of her nose and down her cheekbones, under her eyes, in the corners of her eyes, between the tear ducts and bridge of her nose, and across her eyelids. Underneath her nose, going down to her top lip, it's purple, like proper purple bruised in 2 lines. And her lips, now I know Kylie has very deep coloured lips anyway, but they are so deep purple in this picture. That's one of the biggest things that leads me to believe that Kylie wasn't just sleeping in this picture. And unfortunately, she had already had her life taken from her. And this picture looks to me now that it could perhaps be maybe a message to someone to let them know that it was done, that they had taken beautiful young Kylie's life. And here was the proof it was done. We don't know what happened to Kylie. None of us know what happened. It's just a theory. I mean, it could be that this is some sort of sick, twisted trend or fad amongst these teens where they'll, God, this is awful, where they'll unalive their friends or peers, take pictures or what have you, and then share it. And they'll share it on their socials, perhaps as a way of boasting about it even. I don't know. I know that sounds horrible, and I really hope that is not the case. But with all the shady, shitty ass things that we have seen these people do, I wouldn't put anything past them. I really, really wouldn't. Anyway, I just want us to get justice for Kylie. Maybe we won't find the truth. Maybe if we don't give up, just maybe, we might. And wouldn't that be great to finally get justice for our beautiful Kylie? Because she's not theirs. They gave up that right to call her theirs the minute they turned their back on her. That little girl is ours now, and we will take care of Kylie's memory, and we will find justice for her. Because them nasty ass people can't be bothered. She didn't mean enough for them to do it. It's disgusting. So, with that, I am going to love and leave you, and I just want to say thank you all so much for your time listening to me waffle on. Please like, share, subscribe, and of course leave your opinions and theories in the comment section below. Until next time, stay safe and please be kind to each other. Goodbye, my lovelies.